One of the films featured at the Crime and Punishment Film Festival is The Truth Commissioner, a film that digs up some old wounds and looks for closure. We have the film's director, Declan Decks, with us to tell us more. Hello, and thank you for joining us on Showcase.
Thanks for having us.
Well, the film's based on David Park's acclaimed novel. What made you decide to make this into a film?
Well, I was approached by one of the producers who I'd worked with before, and they'd optioned the book, and they felt that it would make a really good either TV film or feature film. And when I read the script, I was just blown away by it. I mean, I hadn't read the book. I immediately rushed out, got a copy of the book, and I could see the potential that it had to investigate the idea of truth. And what does it mean? And the book itself focuses on 4 different characters. For the film, we just focus on Stanfield, and the other characters are sort of peripheral. But it's basically about these 4 people who have an incident in their past that draws them all together. And some of them are happy to discuss the incident in the past. Some of them want to bury it. The Truth Commissioner, Henry Stanfield, who's played by Roger Allam, is his job is to try and get to the bottom of what happened in the past. And as you can imagine, it's a piece of fiction in that there hasn't been a Truth and Reconciliation Commission in Belfast or in Northern Ireland. So David's book was speculative and the film is speculative, but as such, it raised a lot of questions about what would happen if such a commission was held. Mm-hmm.
So tell us about the issues that the book and the film derives from.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of modelled on the idea of a Truth and Reconciliation Commission, similar to the one that they've had in South Africa. So as a result of the Good Friday Agreement, which was effectively the end to the Troubles in Northern Ireland, which was in 1998, there's been calls for some sort of... I think a lot of people in the North felt that in order to sign the Good Friday Agreement, a lot of things had to be sort of dusted under the carpet. Mm-hmm. And if you spend any time in Belfast or in Northern Ireland, you feel that there is still, while things are peaceful, have been peaceful for quite some time now, there are still a lot of issues that are just bubbling under the surface, and they've got a lot to do with things that have never been dealt with. Mm-hmm. So the idea of a Truth and Reconciliation Commission is to give amnesty to everybody involved, so that they will come freely and discuss their part in the Troubles. And I think, obviously some people see that as a positive thing. Other people who have things to hide, particularly politicians who are currently in government in the North, who may have things to hide, may not be so happy about it. And the British government themselves, who, had, as we show in the film, who would have had spies working on both sides of the fence, may not be particularly happy about a Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
I mean, you do talk about a regional issue, or it gets its inspiration from regional issues, but it's easy for people from everywhere to kind of relate to the story. Did you envisage people from other parts of the world relating to your film when you were making it? Yeah,
well, I mean, I think the thing that drew me to it initially was it's about individuals, and I think we can all place ourselves into other people's shoes, and the people who are featured are all searching for answers, and I think we all look for answers to, particularly to things that have troubled us in the past. So from a personal point of view, I suppose people can recognise it, even if they don't necessarily know a lot about the Troubles and about the situation in Northern Ireland. Mm-hmm. So I think from that point of view, it's accessible to everybody.
Mm-hmm. How has it been so far to be part of the Crime and Punishment Festival? And what do you think of the idea of academics coming together with filmmakers?
I think it's a great idea. I mean, I only just got here last night, so I'm looking forward to showing the film tomorrow. I mean, we all make films to learn things about ourselves and to provoke debate, I suppose. So the idea of having academics who work in the field, and to show them the film and to see what discussion comes out of it, because I think that's particularly films like these. They should provoke debate and open discussion. So I'm really looking forward to the question and answer session tomorrow and to see what people have to say.
Mm-hmm. Well, The Truth Commissioner will air in Istanbul on Saturday. Yeah. Declan Decks, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.